Let's see who's here today. We're all popping in. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Carol. Good morning. All right. Good morning. Let's see if more people pop in. How's everybody doing today? Morning. Great after all this snow. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. And it looks like it's starting again. Just the last 10, 15 minutes. Hi, Danny. Good morning. Hi, Lydia. Good morning. Oh, I didn't say that right. Lila. Okay. All right. I'm going to get going. It's a smaller group today. I think everybody's shoveling out, if I were to guess, at least here in the Northeast for sure, Midwest. Anybody else dealing with snow issues? I know Ruth is in Connecticut, Danny's in Jersey, I am in Connecticut. We had tons of snow. My husband started plowing at 12 inches, Danny. Wow, yeah, we had about 2.5 feet. It was crazy here. My husband started plowing at 6 a.m. this morning and he finished at 10:30, then left to go to work. So, and we have a tractor, we have a snow blower, and it still took that long. So, insane. All right. So today we're talking about the magnetic vibe around being calm. So, why is it so important to find your calm or your peace in your everyday? Most of us live in fight or flight most of the time. And, we're constantly thinking about, hi, David, we're constantly thinking about the past or projecting what's happening in the future. And it's really hard for us to stay present. And what happens when we are not present and we're in that fight or flight mode, we end up really messing with our nervous system. And we lower our vibration. And if you've been around me enough, you know that I am a firm believer that everything around us has an energetic vibe to it. So when your vibration is low, it's really difficult to be magnetizing positive things into your life. What ends up happening is you end up bringing in more of the negativity. So today we're going to talk about the power of finding your calm, your peace, and why that's so important if you want to bring in more of what you truly desire. So I'm going to teach you a couple little techniques that have worked exceptionally well for me, especially before a big presentation or before I had to go and lecture or before an interview. Whatever's going on in your world, these tools are great little tricks and tips to help you through that process. Okay? So every day I wake up and I pull an angel card. It's just something that I've always done. I'm a firm believer in it. And I thought I would share with you the card I pulled today. So it's pretty ironic. Okay. It's a snow globe. I don't know if you guys could see. It's a snow globe. And it says, your reality is a reflection of your inner world. How relevant and powerful that is for today, right? So, whatever you feel inside, is a reflection of what you see outside and vice versa. So it's really important to help to neutralize things. And today is about returning back to yourself, not forcing peace, but remembering it, because there is a peaceful place within each of us. It's just a matter of remembering it, because life gets in the way. Life's challenges, life's burdens, life's inconsistencies, life's unknowns gets in the way. And this is now a point for you to give your nervous system permission to soften, and also give your mind permission to rest. We have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and most of the time they're not very nice. We're either putting ourselves down, projecting, worrying, uncertain about different things that are happening. We're constantly going in many different directions. So this is really about giving your mind permission to just take a beat and rest. And it's also giving your body permission to feel safe again. Okay? Because when we're in fight or flight, we don't feel safe. We feel very uneasy. It messes with our sleep patterns. It messes with our everyday. It messes with our being present in different situations. So it's a really challenging place to be. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is breath work. I am a big fan of breath work. I teach breath work to all of my clients, and it's amazing how finding your breath and getting present can change everything. So I'm going to invite you guys to do some breathing with me. And this technique you can use anytime you feel uneasy, anytime you feel like you need to just calm your body down, you feel like your nervous system is out of whack. It's a great technique. So I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then I am going to invite you guys to do it with me. And we'll do about, I would say, 3 to 4 repeats of it, okay? So we're going to start with, you're going to breathe in for 4 seconds. You're going to hold at the top for 2 seconds. And then you're going to breathe out through your mouth for 6 seconds. Okay, so why do we do this? So what happens is the longer exhale tells your nervous system to shift into rest mode. It calms you down. Do you ever hear people say, take a breath? Well, that's what this is. So let's start. We'll do about, like I said, about 3 or 4. So I want you guys to, if you can, just shut your eyes and I'll walk you through it. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2. Release through your mouth. 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Take a breath in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2. Breathe out through your mouth. 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2. Release through your mouth. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How's everybody feeling? Now, this can be done 6 to 10 times. You could do it as many times a day, sessions as many times a day as you want. I would invite you to definitely work on your breathing before, like I said, a big speech, or if you have a big project due, or just a really busy day and you're feeling incredibly overwhelmed, I would invite you to do that breathing technique. It works really well. Okay. And every time you do this, when you're finished, I want you to notice your body. I want you to notice where you're holding your tension, where you're feeling it. And I want you to breathe in to those areas intentionally in your body. And when you're releasing out through your mouth, I want you to visualize yourself releasing that tension out and repurposing that tension into something beautiful. Okay, whether that's, hearts or butterflies or love, happiness, peace, whatever you want to name it. Okay, so that's really important. And you want to notice the weight in your body and how it's supported by the chair. Are you feeling really heavy? The more you start to work through the exercise, are you starting to feel lighter? You're not going to want to fix anything. You're just going to want to observe it. Okay? Because your body will tell you what you need to know. So, my suggestion is do this breathing exercise until you start to feel truly calm within your body. Okay? So that's a great technique. It's called 426, and it is one of the best techniques to really knock down that anxiety and help with neutralizing all of that anxious feeling that you have throughout your body. The other thing that I wanted to mention today is journaling. How many people are good at putting their thoughts on paper? Anybody wanna? Not me. Yeah. A lot of us aren't. So, journaling is one of the most powerful ways to bring you back to a calming state very quickly. I don't do it enough. Yeah, I understand. It's something that you have to squeeze into your routine, whether that's in the morning, afternoon, or night, but even 5 to 10 minutes, even setting a timer for 5 to 10 minutes, 3 minutes, anything. But there's such power in putting pen to paper. I also would suggest that you have a notepad by your bedside with a pen. How many of us wake up in the middle of the night with all of these running thoughts through our heads, right? I promise you, if you just write down what is bothering you and what needs to be done, because most of the time it's our to-do list or our worries. If you write it down that you are going to intentionally take care of whatever it is that needs to be taken care of, I promise you, your nervous system will settle down and you'll go back to bed. Those running thoughts left to their own devices will keep you up all night. But if you put pen to paper and you actually write them down, I promise you, it will change everything. It works exceptionally well. That's why I encourage my clients to journal on a regular basis, because it's that brain dump that we need to get all of those thoughts out of our mind, our worries, our fears, our anxieties. And by doing this, it helps you find clarity. And when you find clarity, you find peace. You find calm. So by doing it just for a few minutes each day, you're going to not only be able to knock down that anxiety, but you're also going to start to find clarity within your thoughts and what you're trying to build in your life. So it's really powerful just by writing things down. That's it, just by writing it down. Because you'll find what you need through those thoughts and through that writing. The other technique to help you get calm is guided meditation. And we're going to do a guided meditation here in a minute. But how many of you meditate on a regular basis? Even 10 to 15 minutes. Not me. Okay. Yep. Anyone else? Does anyone else meditate other than on Mindset Matters with me and, and the rest of the co hosts? No. Okay. I do daily. Oh, that's great, Rachel. Sometimes. Okay. Here's the thing. Again, it's a routine, right? So it's starting this new routine and sticking to it. I meditate twice a day and I am really good about it. I meditate first thing in the morning and I meditate as I'm falling asleep at night. Okay, so I always have my earphones with me. Okay, and I will meditate the second I wake up. That's the best time. That's the sweet spot of meditation, right when you wake up, when you're in that twilight, because that's when manifestations could really blossom. Okay. That's where you find your, that's really where you find your peace and your clarity. Yes, short, 5 to 10 minutes, settles my nervous system like a champ, right, Rachel? It's amazing. Exactly. So by doing this, getting intentional, it does not have to be long meditations. A lot of times I build meditations for my clients depending on their lifestyle and what they need. Sometimes they say to me, Danielle, I can't have it more than 10 minutes. So can you just build me a tailored meditation, guided meditation for me to listen to every morning? Sure, fine. So those type of things change everything for you. Listen, just like working out, we have to work our muscles. We have to stretch our muscles, okay? Same thing with our mind. Our mind can be very heavy. So we want to live more in the subconscious, and by getting into these techniques, breathing, journaling, meditating, they will bring you into a more subconscious state, feed your subconscious mind with what you truly want and desire, and you'll start to see it here in the external, just like my card. Your reality is a reflection of your inner world, right? Same thing. Okay. So if you want your outer world to reflect peace, calm, tranquility, all the good stuff, even through the hardest moments, you still could find some inner peace, then you have to do the work to get there. It doesn't just happen. Okay. So it's important that we put techniques into place and they can be tailored specifically for your needs. Reach out to me. I'll be happy to talk to you about building a specific meditation that works for what you are going through or what challenges you have in your life. So that alongside with the last piece that I'm going to tell you is so powerful. And I learned this from Gabby Bernstein. Do you ever hear of a mantra mudra? Do you ever hear of that? Okay. So a mantra is something that you say. A mudra is actually something that you physically do, okay? So a mantra mudra that I learned. Hi, Metha. Good morning. A mantra mudra that I learned that is so powerful and can be done anytime you start to feel your anxiety like really heighten is this. And I'm going to demonstrate it for you. Okay. So it is so easy. You take your hand and you say, peace begins with me. Again, peace begins with me. Now, I can't tell you how many times I have been in a major high intensity meeting, and underneath the table, I am sitting there doing peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Okay, why? Because you are intentionally feeding your subconscious with the fact that you are embodying peace. It knocks your nervous system down. immediately. That, in conjunction with the breathing technique that I just taught you, is pure magic. Magic. Trust me. I do that with my kiddos. I love that one. Love it. Yay. Yeah, it's great, right? It's good to teach your kids this because they need tools. They need little tools to help them throughout their challenges because, a lot of them have a hard time regulating their nervous system. So, this is a really, really good technique, okay? Peace begins with me. That's it. So easy, right? So easy, so intentional, but pure magic. Okay, all right. So now I am going to give you guys a little treat. We're going to do a guided meditation activation because a lot of the language I use is very specific in my meditations to help to feed your subconscious and trigger the intention that we are all looking for. And today, that's staying calm and peaceful through some of our more challenging moments. So I'm going to go off camera. And if you are able to, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, get comfy, and enjoy the moment. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold at the top and release through your mouth. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let the space between your eyebrows relax. I want you to notice your breath. Don't change anything, just notice. And with every inhale, imagine that you are drawing in calm, peaceful energy. And with every exhale, imagine that you are releasing heavy fear, anxiety, frustration, overwhelm, fear of the unknown, all the weight that is holding you down. You don't need to hold the world right now. You don't need to solve anything at this moment. You're allowed to simply be. Keep focusing in on that breath. Now I want you to imagine a soft, warm light surrounding your body. Not bright, not overwhelming. Just a gentle, safe, warm, supportive light. This is your peace. It's not something you have to earn, but it's something you are returning to. It's the peace that lives and embodies you. Feel that peace around your head, your neck, your shoulders and arms. Feel it in your hands and your fingertips. Your chest. Your beautiful heart. Feel it around your stomach. Your hips. Legs. Ankles. Your feet. Focus on your breath. Breathe in that beautiful calming energy. Breathe out any leftover anxiety. Sit here for a minute. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Gently guide yourself back to your breath, back to this moment. Peace is not found in the future. It's felt right here. In this breath, in this stillness. Now take your right hand and touch your left index finger. Anytime you want to be brought back to this moment, all you need to do is to take your right hand and touch your left index finger. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and you will be brought back to this beautiful, peaceful state. Take one more slow, deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out until you don't have any breath left. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, and softly open your eyes. Welcome back. How did everybody do? Were you able to find your peace? Were you able to feel it? I needed that this morning, yeah. Good, I'm glad, Metha. Yeah, good. So I gave you a tool in that meditation, a very powerful one. Take your right hand and to touch your left index finger, right? What that will do is bring you back to that moment of peace anytime you need to be brought back. So the tools, just to review what we talked about today, the 4-2-6 breathing. Lovely, thank you. I love wrapping my right hand around my left. Oh, there you go. When I'm having anxiety. Oh, that's a great one too. Left thumb. Yep. I love it. My right hand around my left thumb when I'm having anxiety. I like that. That's great, Rachel. Good. So the tools, 4-2-6 breathing technique, journaling, right? We talked about journaling. We also talked about keeping pen and paper by your bedside. It's another great technique to help bring you, for those sleepless nights, to help bring that anxiety down. We talked about meditation. We talked about tailored meditation, which is always very powerful. So if you ever would like a tailored meditation, reach out to me. I'll be happy. I'll be happy to help you. Actually, I'm going to put in my email so you can have my private email. You could reach right out to me, and I will be happy to talk to you about different things that we can offer. We also have a community called the DMR Method Community where I teach a lot of these techniques within the community, and you also have Fuel. So I am an instructor here on Fuel, and I have meditations. There's going to be some new meditations of mine coming out soon. I hope soon. But yeah, so some fun stuff. So we talked about meditations and we talked about the power of being present. So try it this week. Try to make all of your, hold on, hosting panels. I just want to make sure you got that email. Make sure that you have, your intentions set and put in place, and that you take the time for yourself each and every day, whether it's 5 to 10 minutes in the morning before you go to bed, whatever it is. But you can bring peace into your life. It's not about something that doesn't already exist. It's in there. You just have to bring it out. So it's been great spending this morning with you for the past 30 minutes. I've truly enjoyed it. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. It makes me feel so honored and happy to see that you are taking time for yourself and you're spending it with me. That warms my heart. So thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful day and week. Take care.